Pakistanis return back to Islamabad. So you go to a shop and I'm talking to my son and someone, oh, you're from England? Some hardly practicing person. And I said, yeah, I'm from England. He said, oh, we've had enough of Britain. We've moved back to Pakistan. Clean shaven. I said, what brought you back? He said, because of the corruption. He sees the corruption here. He's gone back with his wife and his kids. And you look at the freedom that you have in that country. Even one of the car mechanics I was talking to out there, he said, forgive me, Sheikh, but I need to tell you, I believe that true azadi, meaning true freedom, is what we have in Pakistan. Because you practice your religion and no one bothers you. Men are men and women are women. Your family is important to you. He said, is that true, Sheikh? I said, it is absolutely true. And that's the same from all Muslim countries, inshallah. Because true liberation and freedom is what you have in your soul. You are free to practice your religion. You can pray anywhere, on the street, in your house. Adhan that you hear 5 times a day, echoing the valleys and the streets of Islamabad. Look for a masjid of Tawheed, of course, because they do have bid'ah and shirk and so on. But the fact is that this is what we should be aiming for. The younger you are, the better. The more financially stable you are in this country, start shifting. Look what's happened to the pound. It's worthless. Economic power is rising in the East. I'm just speaking on an economic level and a geopolitical level. The West is in decline. Economic decline, cultural decline, sociological decline, familial decline. Families are declining. There is no family structure. Most children that are born in the US now are born out of wedlock. Broken families, abortions that run into the millions in a year. This is a society that is falling apart. Economically, it's in decline. What do you make in Britain now, except chocolate? And even that's not real chocolate, it's mostly milk. What do they make here now? Everything is made in China. The East is the rising economy. So how long are you going to stay here? Economically, it's not good for you. Religiously, definitely it's not good for you. Morally, it's not good for you. It's not good for your children. What's holding you back then? Fear? Don't be afraid. Do it in stages, in steps. Take your wife, take your children, go and spend 2 weeks. Go back in 6 months, save up, save up. It's not wasted. It's not wasted. Make an umrah on the way if you want, if you've got a bit more money. Then go back in 6 months and spend 3 weeks. Have a look around. Contact the Salafis. Ask them, how are the property prices? What about rent? What about working remotely? What about business? How quickly can I make a return on any investment that I have here? You don't have to do it yourself. There are people out there who will help you. And they will aid you. And there are people of Sunnah, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى, ready to cooperate with you upon righteousness and piety. I can't emphasize this enough for you. Are you going to wait for another generation? Look at the generation around you. Look at the Muslims that are leaving Islam. I have never known in all of my years, and I'm in my 50s now, how many Muslims are leaving Islam. I have never seen it before. It's like a hemorrhage. How many youth are becoming murtaddun, are becoming apostates from the religion? Or that they're confused about their gender. Am I a man? Am I a girl? Am I a boy? What am I? Because that's what they're taught. They're confused about the topics of evolution and Big Bang theory and so on. Confused about who is the creator, what did he create. You don't find that in Muslim countries. How long are you going to wait? Do you think, looking at the trajectory of where these societies are going, do you think that things are going to get better or worse? They're getting worse. So my advice to you, go. Go for 2-3 weeks, make contact with the brothers in Islamabad if you want to go to Pakistan, and tell them that you're coming. There's a particular brother or group of brothers that will look after you and your families. Spend 2 or 3 weeks there. Forget about the village. Go to where the Salafis are. You want to spend a day to visit your uncle and auntie? Go and spend a day. But spend these 2-3 weeks consolidating the love that your wife and your children will have for that land. And you're not really going to find it in the village, where every single day you're visiting this cousin and that relative and this mama and this jaju and whatever. Forget all of that. Go to the city and meet with the Salafis. Then go back 6 months later and do it again. Then go back and do it again, up until it becomes something of a habit for you. After about 2 years, you'll feel like that's the place I want to spend the rest of my years. Then you start shifting financially, economically, looking at renting. Rents are cheap in Muslim countries. You can rent the whole of a ground floor villa for about £300 to £400 a month in the residential areas of Islamabad. 5 rooms, 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. Each of your kids can have his own bathroom, no queuing up. 2 kitchens. Most Pakistani houses have 2 kitchens. They call one a dirty kitchen because that's the one that they cook in, and the other one is just kept pristine. What are we doing here on the 13th floor of an apartment block with no garden, raining every day, birds pooing on your windows? What are you doing here? Start making those plans. You won't regret it, inshallah, because I'm not saying just go and never come back. Go, have a look, experience. Barakallahu feekum. Wa subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.